about to get scooped! Elizabeth, get down from there! Run! In today's video of Five Nights at Freddy's Noob, we'll be reacting to the entire Fnaf timeline to see if I can truly understand the Fnaf lore once and for all. So let's go ahead and get right into this Fnaf timeline reaction. Now, this video is made by Fnaf, and I won't be playing the video in its entirety. So if you want to go watch his video, you gotta go check it out on his channel. I know nothing about the lore. Let's see if I learned something. This video contains flashing lights and jump scares, just in case you don't like those, so watch out. Watch out. Let's see. Oh my god, is this animated?
Is a franchise with over a decade's worth of content.
This is beautiful.
Spanning countless games,
oh my
books, and now a movie.
This video is slightly old. This video came out before the FNAF 2 movie. That's why John says a movie. Because there's one movie at the time, you know?
And that no matter whose timeline you watch, they all look different. Making
That's true. Every FNAF theory looks different.
There are so many ways you
can
interpret
this is beautifully
the story,
animated.
and
oh my gosh.
Is mine.
Alright,
so let's start.
This is John's version of the story. MatPat has his own version of the story. Different theorists have their own version of the story. But this is John's version of the story. One of the most popular versions of the story. So I thought, because I don't understand any of the lore, this would probably be the best and simplest way for me to understand the Five Nights at Freddy's lore.
At the beginning.
Oh, 1970! Never mind, with Secret of the Mimic!
70s, a
oh my gosh.
Called Fazbear Entertainment got its start by creating different props and mascot costumes for carnivals.
Okay,
and
so Edwin started
something
this.
Called the Fall Fest. The Fall Fest featured various mascot
I got no clue what the Fall
Fest
is.
A bird, an elephant, and the most popular of all, Fredbear and Bonnie. These specific mascot costumes were so popular, Fazbear Entertainment opened a dedicated restaurant for them called Fredbear's Family Diner.
Alright, so what I'm learning so far is that FNAF started in the 70s at a festival, a fall festival, and that's where they introduced Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Then Fredbear and Spring Bonnie were so popular, they made their own location, Fredbear's Family Diner. I'm just trying to learn, because I got no clue what the lore is.
Featuring the same Fredbear and Bonnie mascot costumes.
Okay, wait, that's Glitch Trap, though.
What Fazbear Entertainment
what's
didn't
Glitch
account
Trap
for, though, was one of their animatronics from the Fall Fest going rogue.
Who? The Mimic! Okay, so the Mimic's evil.
Giant fire.
Okay. So the Mimic caused the fire that burned down Fall Fest. Oh, wow. This is so cool. I know. Oh, man. This is incredibly animated. Whoever animated this did a 1,000 out of 10 job. It's perfect.
Destroyed.
Okay. Oh, edit. Oh, man. An intro for a theory video is insane. Look at all the editors. Credit to every single one of these animators. They did a beautiful job. This looks incredible. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love this. 2D art and voice acting. Oh, that's so good. Music as well? They got music for a theory video? This is the best theory video of all time. This is so good. The entire FNAF timeline. I hope you guys are ready to learn the lore.
The specifics
about
so
it burns down.
That went rogue and the fire are unknown.
But it was the Mimic. We now
next year in FNAF's next big release.
Okay, so this game did come out now, Secret of the Mimic. Now we know that the Mimic probably didn't have anything to do with the fire. There's no fire in Secret of the Mimic. There's no Fall Fest in Secret of the Mimic. The Mimic, in almost all the endings, ends up killing Arnold, the main antagonist of that game, and then it goes rogue. We just see it walking away. Editor, include a clip of the Mimic walking away. The only fire is when the car crashes and it burns. So that's all we know about the Mimic. It had nothing to do with the fire. John had some good predictions.
Although we don't know much about how this fire occurred, we do know that after the fire, Fazbear Entertainment
we still don't know anything about the fire. We know nothing about the fire.
Something new. The two men who helped found Fazbear Entertainment, William Afton and Henry Emily.
Yes! Those are the goats of FNAF. William Afton, the evil one.
While Henry was the more creative one, with him being in charge of building most of the animatronics and props for the company.
Okay, so Henry built all the animatronics, and William Afton, like, owned the actual businesses. So that makes sense. That's why there was two of them. That's what they did.
Fall Fest era of the company coming to a close, they were only left with Fredbear's Family Diner.
Okay, so they had Fredbear's Family Diner. All right.
Fredbear and Bonnie characters.
Okay, we know a lot about Fredbear's Family family diner.
Of Fredbear and Bonnie, Henry went to work on new versions of the
characters.
characters.
Henry invented the Springlock suits!
Fredbear
yes,
and
the Springlock suits!
The same characters, but with new designs.
Oh my gosh. This looks so good. This animation's incredible.
These suits are able to double as both an animatronic and a suit that the employees could wear.
This looks so good!
From animatronic mode to suit mode, the employees could use a hand crank to pull back.
Springlocks hurt so bad, guys. I've been Springlocks before. Editor, put a clip of me getting Springlocks. You can find him on TikTok. It really hurts. Don't ever build a Springlock suit in real life, guys. It's a horrible idea.
Leaving room for them to climb inside. The spring locks that were helping to hold back those animatronic parts were very sensitive, though. And with even a little bit of moisture, the spring locks could potentially snap shut, crushing and killing whoever was inside.
I've been Springlocked. Oh man, it hurts.
Fazbear Entertainment had some common sense procedures set in place.
All right, like what? Okay.
Please try to maneuver away from populated areas before bleeding out, as to not ruin the customer experience.
They just want you to walk away as you bleed. That's so funny.
For William and Henry, so much so that other companies tried replicating it. Another company proceeded to rip off Fazbear Entertainment's
No, wait, those aren't official?
By creating their own animatronic version.
Oh, snap. Okay. So, the mediocre melodies aren't official characters. They were made by some other company. I had no idea. Oh my gosh, this is why I love learning the FNAF lore. I never knew that these weren't official characters.
Leader of the group was Nedbear, a direct copy of Fredbear.
That makes so much sense!
An elephant and a frog. All characters from the Fall Fest, and all slightly different designs to avoid
those are Edwin's designs. Edwin made those. That's why they aren't official.
To replicate the designs, they could not replicate Henry's state-of-the-art technology.
That's true. Yeah,
their robots were
they're so well made
and had to have giant batteries with exposed
I never
wires
noticed
on
the batteries.
Naturally, the rival company failed and ended up being bought out by Fazbear Entertainment.
That's how Fazbear owns them. Okay, that makes sense.
William and Henry decided to branch out and create more characters.
Then they made the classics. Well, okay, wait. Just because we've learned more about the lore, they didn't make these characters. Now that we know in Secret of the Mimic, they only designed Freddy and Bonnie. They only made those two characters. Edwin and Fiona actually created Chica and Foxy. They created both of those characters. Foxy was originally a puppet, and Chica was from Chica's Party World originally. So now we know that they actually stole those designs from Edwin and Fiona when they made Chica and Foxy. They stole it from them, which I think is really interesting. I kind of like that idea that they stole those characters. I think that's really neat.
New restaurant. In 1983, William and Henry opened Freddy Fazbear's
Then Freddy,
Pizza,
this is what we play in FNAF 1, I think.
Chica and Foxy. With the opening of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza,
yes, so this is what we play in FNAF 1.
Like they've never seen before. But with two restaurants now open at the same time, more success also meant more work for William and Henry. The duo were so wrapped up in work that they started neglecting their own families. William was the father of 3 kids. The eldest, Michael, he was
always a horrible father to all of them.
A 100% confirmed name.
Personally, let me know what you think. I've seen only a couple theories. Personally, I do believe that Dave is his name. It makes the most sense. But his name could be anything.
Just be called the Crying Child. Meanwhile, Henry had one kid, a daughter named Charlie. The business partners spent most of their days working, so they both created different ways of taking care of their kids. Henry was the robotics genius, so he used his talents to create a new animatronic to watch Charlie for him.
Wait, the puppet?
Called the security.
What? No, wait. The puppet was made to protect Charlie? I always thought the puppet was just some scary looking thing. I have no idea about that. That's crazy.
William, on the other hand, was the businessman of
the company. William did evil stuff. He just put the little plush Fredbear with a walkie-talkie.
His eldest son Michael to babysit while he was at work.
Michael's awesome. Michael's goated. That's my goat. That's my goat, Michael Afton.
He did have a close relationship. The plushy version of the characters, the animatronics, would soon become a different story. One day, while visiting Fredbear's family diner, the Crying Child saw something.
I've always wondered this. What did the Crying Child see in FNAF 4? Because when you're playing FNAF 4, the Crying Child's terrified of something. They never explain what that something is, and I've always been so curious what he's been scared of. So hopefully John has an answer.
Scar him for the rest of his life.
What is it?
While wandering the restaurant, he walked by the employees only room, where an employee accidentally
saw him getting stuffed.
Inside the room was his father.
He saw him get spring locked.
Another employee into
he saw his dad kill someone and get spring locked.
Someone was literally being stuffed into an animatronic suit.
He killed his dad. He watched his dad kill someone.
He wasn't educated on how the mascot characters worked. So seeing a human be put inside of one terrified him. The crying child's way of dealing with his trauma was by creating an imaginary friend. This imaginary friend took the form of the object he loved the most. His Fredbear.
I thought Fredbear wasn't. I thought he wasn't an imaginary friend. I thought William was controlling him. William had like a walkie-talkie in such a location. I thought that kind of explained it. That's like, it's not an imaginary friend. It's like, it's William.
Into flowers, hiding behind cars and in the sewers, with nobody being able to see him except for the crying child.
I thought that was just Will. I thought William put them there.
The plushie would talk to him and try to calm him down. Even when the plushie wasn't around, it was still able to speak to him because it lived in his mind. I thought that was just the walkie-talkie. While the crying child was dealing with the trauma of seeing what beautiful looking animation stuffed into a suit.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Michael was only making it worse. Michael knew about what happened with his younger brother.
Oh, Michael's such a bully.
Every day while babysitting the crying child,
looks so
Michael
good.
Would put on a foxy mask, hide somewhere in the house.
It's in the arcade machine. That looks so good. What is this? Oh my god. Okay. We're getting full animated cutscenes? This is insane. This FNAF Lore Theory video has animated cutscenes like a movie. Oh my gosh. This is so scary. This is the crying child's POV. We get to see what it was like when the crying child would be scared by Michael Afton. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, wait, this is kind of creepy. This is creepy. I'm scared. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch. Oh, he's gonna scare you. He's gonna scare you. No! Crying child, don't go! Don't go in there! I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared. Is that Dawko?
Weeknights at 8/7 Central.
Dawko? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Where's Michael? I don't want to get jump scared. I don't want to get jump scared. I don't want to get jump scared. Oh, this is scary. Oh my god, that gave me a heart attack. Oh my god, that gave me a heart attack. I'm so scared. Ah! I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Dude! It's a theory video! Oh, that got me. That actually got me. That actually... Oh my god, so bad! That was great. Whoever animated that, oh, that was so good, because that genuinely got like goosebumps on my arm. Like, I was terrified from that. Oh my god.
The local kids in the neighborhood heard about why the crying
child
so mean.
Was so Everyone was so mean to him.
Even
He's such a sweet boy, and everyone just bullies him.
I hear they come to life at night.
Poor
and if
crying
you die,
child.
They hide your body and never tell
That's
anyone.
Where the stuffing rumor came from.
Would come to a head on one special day. The crying child's birthday. Ironically, his birthday party was being held at Fredbear's family diner. Because he was so terrified of being at the pizzeria, he hid under the table, not knowing that Michael and his friends were nearby, planning a prank that would go
We get to see the bite in real life! Oh my god, we get to see the bite of 87 in real life. MadPat, what? What? Why is MadPat here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man. Oh. He's gonna get bitten. We get to see him get bitten. There's Fredbear. We know what happens. Fredbear gives him a big kiss. Oh my gosh, Michael is so intimidating. Oh my god! Oh my god, he's gonna get bitten! He's gonna get bitten! Oh, he got bit! Oh my god, he got bit!
Michael and his friends lifted the crying child up to, quote, give Fredbear a big kiss,
and he got
Fredbear bit down on him, leaving his body to go limp. He didn't immediately die. Because of the immense brain damage, he slipped into a coma. After being treated at a hospital, the crying child was taken home so he could be comfortable.
This is sad. Why is this getting me emotional?
Friends, his plushies. In the crying child's final moments, Michael
decides This is actually so sad, guys. The crying child didn't deserve to go through all of that. This is making me tear up. The poor crying child. I never realized how bad he had it. He got bullied by, he didn't have any friends. He got bullied by everyone. He got bullied by Michael. He got scared by Michael every night. And then he just died. Oh my god, he just got bullied and then he died. That's so sad. Poor crying child.
Apologize for what he's done, saying, "Can you hear me?"
Wait, Michael said that?
I'm sorry. After Michael
never knew
speaks,
Michael
the
said
crying
that.
child's imaginary friend Fredbear, you're broken. We are still your friends. Do
Okay,
you still
so
believe that?
it
I'm
wasn't
still
William.
here. I will
He
put
really
you
did
back
make it up in his
together.
mind.
This would be the final thing the crying child hears before he dies.
This is
the
so
crying
beautiful.
child's spirit would then live on in the
This is
Fredbear
a
suit,
beautiful
the thing
theory.
that took his life. The
Oh
crying
my
child's
God.
death.
Whoa,
wasn't
wait, what? He possesses Fredbear? The crying child possesses Fredbear. What?
an accident. It was directly caused by Michael's recklessness.
That's true.
This is
it was
something
Michael's
that Michael
fault.
could potentially face jail time for.
Yeah.
So it needed to be covered up. Since
That's
the
true.
crying child was being kept at home, no one else knew that he ended up passing away. So William and Michael ended up burying the crying child's body in the middle of the woods.
He got bullied his whole life, then he got bullied to death, and then he got buried in some dirt in the woods. That's a horrible life. Oh my God.
Find him. No tombstone, no flowers, just a pile of dirt, an unmarked grave, and a lifetime's worth of guilt that Michael would have to live with. Shortly after the incident, Fredbear's family diner was quickly shut down, and Fredbear was completely wiped from existence.
Wait,
the Fredbear and Friends TV show turned into
because he bit the kid. That's why they had to get rid of Fredbear. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Freddy and Friends.
Freddy
on
and
tour.
Friends.
The Fredbear and
That's where their show
Springlock
came from.
suits
All right.
also ended up being moved into the back room of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Okay,
mainly
I did know that. I did know that's where the Springlock suits, because I thought they went back there because the Springlock suits were so dangerous. But I guess they went back there because Fredbear bit the kid. Okay, that makes so much more sense. All right, he's so much smarter than me.
Afton had a hard time dealing with this feeling of embarrassment. He started becoming an alcoholic, frequently visiting the local bar called Junior's. One night, though, after drinking a little too much and getting kicked out of the bar, he decided...
Okay, wait. So Afton canonically gets drunk in Five Nights at Freddy's? He like goes to the bar and stuff? Really? I always thought Junior's was the FNAF location. But it's just a bar? Huh.
He was going to settle the score with Henry. Afton, drunk and filled with rage,
Oh my
drove
God.
from the bar to Freddy Fazbear's
This is what he
where
kills
knew
Charlotte.
Charlie was being watched over by Henry's
my gosh.
security puppet. Afton planned on risking everything to kill Henry's
This is
daughter,
why he killed the
Charlie. He didn't
puppet?
care if he got caught.
Wait, so he just got drunk and killed the puppet? Oh man. Guys, this is why you probably shouldn't drink, because you might like kill the puppet or something. I don't know.
Didn't care if he went to prison. But when Afton got to Freddy's, he noticed that Charlie was standing outside by herself.
This is when she dies.
It turned out
Oh my
that
God.
some bullies were able to trap the security puppet in its box and
Oh
lock
my
Charlie
God.
outside the
They
building,
locked her
giving
outside.
Afton the perfect opportunity
No.
to kill Charlie
This
outside
is when she
of the
died.
pizza.
Wait, I have that car. I have that car. Look, I just got it. See? Oh, that's the car he drives to kill her. Look, and then he turns her into the crying child. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so cool? I think it's cool.
Puppet was eventually able to escape its box and went looking
This is
for
how the
Charlie.
puppet gets possessed. Because the puppet doesn't have the tear marks yet. That means the puppet's not possessed.
As
Okay.
Afton sped away, the puppet noticed that Charlie was outside in the pouring rain. It then did what it was programmed to
No.
do and went to protect
No, the
her.
puppet's gonna die. No, the puppet short circuits in the rain.
But as the puppet got closer to Charlie's body, the rain started making it short
Oh
circuit.
my
It was
God.
forced to crawl its way over to her
That's
until
so
the rain
sad.
got to be too much, and the puppet shut down right next to
No!
Charlie's body. While
They both died in the rain? The puppet dies? In the rain? What? That's so sad. Oh my gosh. William is so evil. He killed the puppet in the rain.
Charlie and the puppet lay lifeless next to each other,
Oh my
Afton was
gosh.
speeding home, driving right past where he buried his son.
That
and the
is
bar
where he
got
bu-
kicked
Oh,
out of.
man.
When Afton got home, he was met with his wife.
Whoa, wait, that's but his wife's bald. Maybe William Afton's wife had cancer, and maybe that's why he's so upset. That's why she's bald. Man, that's so sad. Oh man, the Afton family. You know, we never even learned much about William Afton's wife. Do you think that's his wife?
Afton was a drunk and abusive father, and
He
fully
was?
blamed Michael for what happened to
He
his
hits
youngest son.
Michael?
Mrs. Afton tells him to leave Michael alone because he's had a tough day, but Afton
That's so
doesn't
sad.
listen. He goes over to Michael's room and pounds on the door, only for the
Oh.
door to be locked. He then makes his
Poor
way
Michael.
around the house to try and find a way in from the outside. But once he gets to Michael's bedroom window, he
Wait,
notices
so that's Michael who sneaked out. Michael got kidnapped by some animatronic.
It's broken, and Michael was gone. Michael was so upset by what he did to his brother that he would sometimes see visions of Fredbear appear and disappear.
No way!
Tonight, Fredbear appeared outside his
So those
bedroom
footprints
window,
are
and it almost
Fredbear.
felt like his brother was calling out to him.
That's
from beyond
creepy.
the grave.
That is so
This
creepy.
would happen
That is so
frequently,
creepy.
and every time
Fredbear's
it did,
outside the
Michael would
window!
run to the spot where they buried his younger brother, only to
Oh, that's
find
beautiful.
that nothing had changed. His younger brother was still gone and buried in the ground. Afton knew Michael did this
so
often.
sad. That's so sad. Michael regrets it so much that he goes and visits his brother's grave.
Michael
That's so
would constantly have nightmares about the animatronic that took his brother's life. These were the exact same nightmares his younger brother used to have every night, now passed on to him.
Wait, how do you share a nightmare? What? No way, it's animated again. Oh my god, we have a cutscene. We have another cutscene. Oh, it's another scary one. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Is that Nightmare Fredbear? Oh my god. Is he there? Is Nightmare Fredbear still there? That's so scary. The nightmares are like actually terrifying. Oh my, don't go up to him! Don't go up to Nightmare Fredbear! That's so scary. Okay. Alright, he closed the door. Oh my god. There's something in the closet. There's something in the FNAF 4 closet. What does this have to do with the lore? I'm so scared. Oh my god, that's horrifying. So, FNAF 4 isn't the crying child. I always thought it was the crying child, because that's who you play as in the minigames. I guess that makes sense. So, FNAF 4, you play as Michael Afton in the nightmare scenes, and that's why he has nightmares of Fredbear, because Fredbear, he made Fredbear kill his brother, I guess. Wait, okay, but what about the flowers and the IV and the pills? I thought that represented the hospital, like the crying child's in the hospital. Does that make sense?
The death of Charlie,
maybe he'll explain it. Maybe he'll explain it.
Tried their best at covering it up. The security puppet was quickly moved to the back room of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where the retired Fredbear and Spring Bonnie suits resided. But something was different about the security puppet. Dark tears now appeared.
That's
on the
how the
mask of
puppet changed.
Dark tears that weren't there before.
Because
something
it has the
Afton
crying child
noticed
tears.
The next day when he went into work.
That's
He'd
how
heard about
Afton
what
noticed about the
moments after he
possession.
sped off. He knew the security puppet was found laying next to Charlie's body.
Oh my god,
so
when he
does that
killed
mean
the
Charlie's
puppet.
soul now resided in the puppet?
That's how we learned
William
about possession.
definitely
That
noticed
is so
the puppet
sick.
looked different, almost like it was haunted, almost like it was thinking.
Phone guy predicted the puppet's death years before. Oh my gosh, we never paid attention to the phone calls.
The security puppet may be possessed by the spirit of Charlie. Afton went back and looked at the crying child's Fredbear plushie, only to find that it also seemed to be haunted.
Okay, wait. I thought the plushie was haunted the whole time. Why would it be haunted now? I thought the crying child possessed Fredbear, not the plushie. What?
Feared for his life every single day, and that plushie was something he was able to cry and pour his agony into. Afton quickly became obsessed with the concept of haunted objects, and more specifically, the power of human emotion. He needed to find out if this is something he could take advantage of. Afton then used all of his money he made from Fredbear's and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to build a giant underground facility directly under his house.
So this is why Afton created Sister Location. He learned about agony and the fear that crying child felt for that put into the plush Fredbear, and he wanted to create that again. Oh my gosh, he's so evil.
Happened with his son to recreate the fear and agony he experienced.
In
order to do this,
why would
Afton
he want to
didn't
do
take any
that?
chances. He needed to replicate exactly what his son went through every day. In order to do this, Afton built a replica of his house underground.
He made a fake house? Is this lore not like a little crazy? Right? He built a fake house underground. Do you know how expensive that is? I don't know. I mean, I know it's Five Nights at Freddy's about haunted robots and stuff, but that just seems a little unrealistic, I guess. I mean, I don't have a better answer. He probably knows more than I do.
Family diner. He also built a makeshift bedroom where he could force kids to have the same nightmare every night.
That's
Afton
evil!
would sit in his office watching them on the cameras.
He makes kids have the same nightmares?
Using the passcode 1983, the year his son got bit. He also kept the crying child's Fredbear plushie on the desk as a reminder of what he was trying to replicate. Okay,
but he has a walkie-talkie though. I thought the walkie-talkie meant that he would speak to his son through Fredbear. I thought that was kind of obvious, you know, like, why else would the walkie-talkie be there? Like, it was kind of put there for a reason, you know?
In the makeshift bedroom,
what
there
is
were
that?
dummy
Nightmare
animatronics
Bonnie?
that wheeled down the hallway. After setting up the bunker, Afton was only missing one more thing: the kids to run these experiments on. He needed a way to kidnap and capture kids without being caught, and he had
oh my gosh, that's
way
why
to
he
do
made
it.
Circus Baby, because he wanted to kidnap the kids to put them in those experiment chambers. That's why he made Sister Location. I thought he built that just because he just, I don't know, liked killing kids or something, but I guess it has a reason.
The show will begin momentarily. Everyone, please stay in your seats.
Enter Circus Baby and the Funtime Animatronics. These robots were specifically built by Afton to capture kids, featuring Circus Baby, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, and Ballora. They feature advanced technologies such as parental tracking, voice mimicking / luring, and storage tanks. Circus Baby, the star of the group, was even able to make ice cream as a way to lure kids to her, called Circus Baby's Pizza World. Elizabeth, William Afton's daughter, was fascinated by Circus Baby. All she wanted was play with her, but Afton wouldn't let her.
Daddy, why won't you let me play with her? You let the other children go see her. Why won't you let me go?
He strictly told her to stay away from the animatronic, but one day, she didn't listen. On the opening day of Circus Baby's Pizza World, another domino would fall in Afton's life, and Elizabeth would soon be the victim of his terrible misdeeds.
I can do something special. Did you know that? I can make ice cream, although I only did it once. What a wonderful day, though. I was in a small room with balloons and a few tables. I would always count the children. I'm not sure why. They usually played together in groups of 2 or 3. There were 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Time to play. Something happened when there was one. I was no longer myself. There was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment.
In an instant, Elizabeth was grabbed by Circus Baby and thrown into her stomach hatch. The sheer force of her being grabbed and thrown into the robot's storage tank was enough to kill her almost instantly. This is something that William wasn't able to test. That was until his daughter became the test.
Oh my God.
William Afton now lost another one of his kids. But this time,
That's crazy.
it was all his fault. Circus Baby's Pizza World was shut down. Afton covered up the incident by telling the public that the restaurant shut down due to gas leaks.
Why
but
gas?
not everyone bought that story. The local newspaper wrote about
That's where that teaser comes from. Do you guys remember that old Fnaf Sister Location teaser? That's why it said canceled due to leaks.
In other news, the grand opening of Circus Baby's Pizza World has apparently been canceled due to reported gas leaks in the building. Sources close to the establishment questioned the report,
so much
saying
lore.
that one distinct feature about Circus Baby was her blue eyes.
Yeah.
But what once was blue eyes now were green. The same
That's how we knew
color as
Elizabeth possessed.
In that moment, he knew
that
his daughter's
Elizabeth
soul attached
possessed
itself to the
Circus
robot.
Baby.
Her soul lived
That's
on
crazy
in
that the
Circus
eyes
Baby. Afton knew
changed
that the way
colors.
Charlie went on to possess the
Oh my
puppet
gosh.
was sloppy, and it was hard to recreate without getting caught. But what if the kids' bodies were hidden where no one would
Oh my
ever
God.
look? What if, just like his daughter,
No!
their bodies were stuffed into the animatronic?
No! That's where William got the idea to stuff the original kids in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 from his own daughter in Sister Location. Oh my gosh. I never realized how evil William Afton was. I can't believe that's where the idea came from.
quickly went from just another inconvenience to a scientific breakthrough.
Dude,
Afton
imagine your daughter dies and you see it as a scientific
one step
breakthrough.
closer to harnessing the power of life itself.
Okay,
but
that's
one
actually
successful
insane.
experiment wasn't enough. Just like the fear experiments he built in the bunker, he needed to replicate exactly what happened. He needed to
What's he gonna do?
recreate the accident. Using the Funtime animatronics again wasn't an option. Circus Baby's Pizza World was shut down, and the public was already getting too suspicious of the animatronics. But he didn't need the Funtime animatronics.
No.
He was going to run the experiment
Fnaf
himself. On June 26, 1985,
the original missing
made his
kids!
way to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Oh my
There,
God.
He would put on the old spring Bonnie suit from Fredbear.
This is what he did!
Lure 5 kids into
No!
the back room.
Took a swim with my new friend.
Oh my god, we can see the missing children's.
Didn't care, I jumped right.
Oh my gosh. I'm like scared for the kid. Cause I know William Afton's there. This is Chica! This is Susie! She was the first! She was the first! She was the first! This was Chica. This is Chica. This is Chica. This is Chica.
Looking for a friend?
No! He's not a friend! He's not a friend!
Clear, come
No!
with me.
No! 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 Don't go with William Afton! This is so sad. This is so sad. Oh my god. This song is beautiful. The song is beautiful. No! No! Oh my god. This is so sad. No! No! Don't go! Dude, John Fnaf is like a masterful storyteller. I have never cared about the Fnaf lore until now. This is genuinely like beautiful. This is incredible. Oh my god, I'm blown away by this video. Oh man, please, if you want to watch the video in its entirety, it will be in the pinned comments.
Susie was first, being stuffed
Yes,
into Chica.
yes, we know
Gabriel went into
Susie
Freddy,
was the
Jeremy
first.
into Bonnie, Fritz into Foxy, and then there was Cassidy, who went into Fredbear,
Golden
aka
Freddy.
Golden Freddy.
The one
At
you
this
should not
point,
have
Afton
killed.
had no idea that the crying child spirit was in Golden Freddy.
Yes,
so he didn't think
the
twice
crying
about
child was
shoving
also
Cassidy
in
there.
Golden
The
Freddy.
way Afton killed Cassidy, though, was different from the rest. Golden Freddy wasn't just a regular animatronic.
What?
It was a Springlock suit. The
Oh
same
my gosh.
Springlock suit that took his youngest son's life.
What?
Afton was aware of how dangerous the Springlocks were. Any bit of moisture or too much movement would cause them to snap shut, slowly killing whoever was inside.
No!
So that's exactly what he did to Cassidy.
No!
He put him into the suit and watched as the Springlocks snapped shut, cementing
No!
Cassidy's death as the most brutal of them all.
Oh my god! That's why Cassidy's the one you should not have killed. Because he springlocked a child to death in Golden Freddy? Dude, that is so messed up.
And Golden
This is
Freddy
crazy!
weren't the only animatronics sitting in the back room of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza,
What?
though.
A massive success, and even more so the unfortunate
Okay.
closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment.
So this is how they made FNAF 2. So FNAF 2 takes, like in the FNAF timeline, is after FNAF 1? Or before FNAF 1?
Unlike
This is
most
so confusing.
entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day.
Wait,
Afton opened
is this...
Circus Babies Entertainment and
Wait,
Rental.
I thought we
This
already
way,
learned
he
about
could rent
Circus
out the
Babies.
Funtime.
What? I thought this was talking about FNAF 2.
Fazbear Entertainment was determined to try opening another pizzeria. In the
Okay.
summer of 1987, Fazbear Entertainment opened the
That's
new and
FNAF 2!
improved Freddy
They
Fazbear's
started it
Pizza.
without
This
William?
time,
Okay, so Fazbear Entertainment was its own brand at this point, not related to William Afton, and they started the FNAF 2 location without him. Oh my gosh.
these were called the Toy
The Toy Animatronics,
and
the
they were
goats!
once again built by Henry. Henry was aware of what happened
Henry
in
is so
1985,
smart.
and
Henry's so
especially
smart.
of what happened to his daughter. So he
Oh
was
my gosh.
determined to make sure that
He made
never
incredible,
happened again.
incredible
These new toy
suits.
animatronics were equipped with facial recognition systems
That's
that were
animated
linked
so good.
directly
Oh my
to
gosh.
a criminal database. The
That
security
looks so
puppet
good.
was also brought out of retirement, but instead of working security, it sat quietly in the prize corner.
Okay, wait, if he knew his dead daughter possessed the puppet, Why would he want to keep it in a location?
Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Spring Bonnie were also moved to the new pizzeria. Yep. And it's revealed that these animatronics were mostly used for spare parts.
That's my boy!
You've noticed the older models.
This is animated so nicely.
Those are from the previous
The Wizards!
We just use them for parts now.
Okay, so they are from FNAF 1.
But they were just so ugly, you know?
Yeah.
And the smell.
This means that the haunted metal of the original Freddy's animatronics was now being put into the toy animatronics.
That's how they move! Okay, because parts of the Wizards went into the toys that possess them, so that's how the toys move. So the toys are only like half possessed.
Causing the toys to also now be
That's
possessed.
so
After
interesting.
Afton got away with the first set of murders, he needed to see if the kids' spirits were possessing the animatronics.
No way. So he secretly worked at FNAF 2 without telling anyone.
While Afton was working the day shift, Jeremy Fitzgerald was working the night shift.
Wait, I thought that was Michael Afton. Is Jeremy Fitzgerald his own character?
Because the kids possessing the animatronics were killed by an adult, they were extremely aggressive to any adult they encountered.
So that's why the animatronics attack you, because I thought you played as Michael Afton, and the animatronics attack you because you look like your father, William Afton, so they want to kill you. But apparently they just attack any adults.
The kids he put into the original suits were haunting the animatronics.
So he did
there
stuff
was
them.
one problem. Afton knew that the haunted metal of the endoskeletons was the key to everything.
Okay.
But the animatronics were trapped at the pizzeria. There was no
So
way he
only
could
the
bring them back to
endoskeletons
his
are possessed?
underground bunker. He
Or is it
couldn't
the
get to the
suits?
animatronics if the pizzeria was still open and active. So he needed to find a way to make sure the pizzeria shuts down.
How does he shut down the
Instead of
pizzeria?
stuffing the new set of victims into the toy animatronics, he decided to leave the kids out in plain sight.
That's
scattered
crazy!
throughout the pizzeria. This was
He
a
left
guaranteed way to get the pizzeria
dead
shut
kids
down.
all
A few
over the
hours
pizza.
after-
He killed these kids for no reason. He killed these kids to use them as props and lay them around the pizzeria. Oh my god.
Afton committed the murders. Jeremy Fitzgerald showed up for his night
so
shift,
messed up.
unaware of what happened that day.
Jeremy worked the night, all the kids died.
The next
Oh my
day, during
gosh.
Jeremy's day shift, one of the
This is Jeremy?
animatronics bit him in the head.
What?
This was infamously
The night of
known as the
87!
Night of 87.
Okay, so Jeremy Fitzgerald, the night guard, was bit. So he didn't really matter that much, I guess. He just got bit. Huh.
Michael
oh my
showed up
gosh.
for the night shift at the now closed.
He made
Freddy
Michael
Fazbear's
take all the
Pizza
the
under a code
animatronics?
name, Fritz Smith. At the end of his shift,
I knew
he
it was Michael. I knew it was
successfully
Michael
sealed
who
the
worked
toy
there.
animatronics endoskeletons for his father, causing him to get fired his first day on the job. After the 1987 Freddy's location shut down, they opened yet another location, this time using the exact same building as the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. As you can imagine, this didn't work out great for the business. People already had a bad impression of Fazbear Entertainment.
Okay. So what I'm understanding is the Wizards came first. They took the Wizards and fixed them up into the classics, and that's why they look so similar. That's so interesting.
Leading it to shut down by the end of 1993. Although this was bad news for Fazbear Entertainment, this was great news for William Afton.
What did he
Afton
do?
was able to acquire the endos of the toy
What is he gonna
animatronics,
do
but
now?
That wasn't
What
enough.
is he gonna do
needed
now?
all of the haunted endoskeletons, especially the ones in the original
The classics!
animatronics. Once the pizzeria shut down, Afton came up with a plan to steal the endos
get
from
the
the
originals.
animatronics. Each pizzeria was designed with something called a safe room.
Yes, the safe room. That's where he gets spring locked.
This room was hidden from guests and invisible.
So that's
to the
what he
animatronics.
hides in.
Afton would
Oh
use
my
this to
God.
his advantage. Luring the kids possessing these animatronics were the same kids he lured into the back room
That's
all
so
those years
sad.
ago. He planned to use the same trick to lure the same kids all over again.
He killed them twice. He killed the kids twice? That's so evil. That scared me. Why did that scare me, dude? Oh my gosh. I'm such a baby. Bonnie! What does he see? Shadow Freddy! Oh my gosh, he makes the kids follow Shadow Freddy. That's so sad. He tricks the kids twice. Foxy! No, Foxy, don't go. Foxy, don't go. Foxy, don't go. Foxy. No, Foxy. Don't follow Shadow Freddy. It's a trap. Foxy, no. Foxy, no. It's a trap. No. He destroyed them. No! Foxy! Foxy, watch out! Behind you! No, Foxy! Foxy! Why is this so emotional?
Once he finished dismantling each animatronic and stealing their endoskeleton, he brought them down to his underground bunker, where he would melt them all down into one liquid substance called remnant. Not only did Afton rob these kids of their lives, he would use their souls long after they're gone for his own personal gain.
That's so evil. What? No, this is making me emotional. Oh my god. No! He's... No! Oh my god, he's hugging him! No! No! This is so sad! He killed them twice! No! And he burns them! No! This is so emotional! Oh my god! No! Freddy! Freddy! I never realized how evil William Afton was! Bonnie! Chica! Freddy! Foxy! Okay. That was beautiful. That was genuinely so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I didn't think FNAF had such an emotional story. I can't believe he killed the kids twice. He dismantled and took the endoskeletons and then melted them together. That is so sad. Oh my gosh. Wait, so why does he melt them down? Let's find out. I got no idea.
Melting down the endos, he successfully created remnant.
That's what remnant is.
Of all of the missing children was silver in color, and if kept at the right temperature, was malleable. Afton didn't want to risk testing the remnant on himself, so he injected it into the Funtime animatronics. Once he did, the animatronics jumped to life. The experiment had worked.
That's how they became alive.
Power of life itself.
No way.
After this successful experiment, he went back to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to collect his
William's
spring Bonnie
kind of
suit.
smart,
but
though.
once he got there, he was met with the spirits of the 5 missing children, trapping him inside the safe room. Cassidy, the spirit inside Golden Freddy, chased Afton around the room and forced him to get into the spring Bonnie suit. Cassidy was the most vengeful spirit of them all.
Get your revenge on William!
Suit was a painful and slow death. And he wanted to make sure that Afton knew what that felt like.
Oh my gosh!
At this point, Afton knew how a spirit could live on.
They get the
revenge! As long as he was inside the suit, he knew he'd be back.
Yes! Get your revenge on William! He deserves it! He deserves to get spring locked! Yes! He deserves that spring lock! Oh my gosh. He deserved to be spring locked and left there!
As Afton laughed, the spring locks snapped shut,
forcing
him to go through
as
what
they
Cassidy
should.
Went through. This was an act of revenge
he
by
deserves
Cassidy,
it.
and it wouldn't be the last.
Yes!
Afton was now confined to the safe room of the now shut
and he was
down
stuck
Freddy
there
Fazbear's
for
Pizza.
30 years.
But even with Afton gone, the rental business continued on its own.
How?
All of the Funtime animatronics containing the spirits of the missing children and even his daughter Elizabeth were still being rented out during the day and then brought right back down to the bunker.
But how?
All
Who's moving them around?
to do was escape. After Afton went missing, his eldest son Michael, who's been blindly helping his father, remembered what his father told him if he ever
What did he tell
If
Michael?
William wasn't there to finish his work, Michael would do it for him.
He made
Afton's
Michael
underground
kill the
facility was
kids?
always off limits to Michael, but since he was now gone, Michael had no choice.
Oh my
he took
God.
the elevator down to where
That
his
makes
father
sense.
worked
It's just a
every day.
location.
Although Michael was helping out his father by stealing some of the endos from the animatronics back in the day, he never exactly knew what William was doing until he got down into the bunker.
Is that where he finds his sister? Oh my gosh, this is why Michael is the GOAT! I love Michael.
He learned the truth behind the Funtime animatronics and how they were actually designed to kidnap kids. And he learned through the voice of Baby exactly how his sister died.
How?
Little girl, standing by herself, my stomach open.
Oh my god, imagine how sad that
there
would
was
be.
ice cream. I couldn't
Learning
move.
how your little
At
sister
least,
died?
Not until she stepped
No.
closer.
But as the week went on, Baby was conducting a plan of her own. A
What?
plan to escape the bunker using Michael's body. Elizabeth was no longer the person Michael remembered her as. She was entirely devoted to her father and would do anything to make him proud of her. At the end of the week, all of the Funtime animatronics endos were scooped out, with all of them combining into one animatronic called Ennard. This creature, containing the spirits of the missing kids and Elizabeth, knew they wouldn't be able to escape the bunker looking like an animatronic. They needed a human body to walk around in.
They scooped Michael.
You are in the scooping room now.
Oh my gosh.
Funtime Foxy has already been here.
Michael doesn't deserve it. He's trying his best.
Freddy has already
No, baby! Don't do it!
already been here today. Circus Baby
No!
has already been here.
He doesn't deserve it! He's your brother!
Before,
No!
but they always put me
No!
back. They always put us back.
Michael doesn't deserve this!
There's nowhere for us to hide here.
No!
There is nowhere to go
No!
when we look like this.
Look at her!
But if we looked like
No! Michael!
then
Michael doesn't deserve this!
if we looked like you,
No!
then we would have somewhere to
Michael, run! Just step to the side! Just step to the side, Michael! Just step to the side! Michael! Step to the side! No! I almost fell. Oh my god, I almost fell.
Michael Afton's
Oh my
insides got
God.
scooped out and
Yes!
replaced by Ennard, helping all of the souls
Imagine what
to
that felt
escape
like.
the
Oh my
facility.
God.
With every passing day after this
Yeah,
happened,
he starts
Michael looked
rotting.
more and more like a walking
He
zombie.
gets
His
all
skin was
icky.
starting to turn purple, and people started to notice.
Oh my gosh.
Michael's body was no longer a good disguise for Ennard, so Ennard ejected
Yes!
itself from Michael. But
But
because the
Michael
scooper was also
lives
a remnant
on.
injector, when Michael Afton was scooped, he was also injected with remnant. The remnant made it so even after Ennard was gone, he was still able to survive. With
That's
Michael
how he
now
lives!
having full-
I never knew this. The scooper was a remnant injector. And because of that, it made him like immortal.
Although he did, one way or another, successfully free his sister from the underground facility, he also learned about all of his father's
He learned how
terrible
evil
mistakes.
William
His
was.
loyalty to his father turned to disgust. It was time for him to end all of
Yes!
this.
Father, it's me, Michael.
Michael.
I
Oh my
did
gosh.
it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be.
Sister
They were all
location.
there. They didn't recognize me at first.
Oh my
but
God.
Then
I forget
They
Michael
thought
has
I
a
was
canon
you.
voice. What?
and I found her.
Elizabeth
I put her back together.
as
Just
Ennard.
like you asked me to.
Oh my gosh.
She's free now.
Yes!
But something is wrong with me.
Michael.
I should be dead. But I'm not.
Oh my god.
I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now.
What?
I'm going to come find you.
No way.
I'm going to come find you.
No way. Dark Springtrap! Dark
Michael would spend
Springtrap!
years searching for his
I
father
love
with
Dark
no luck,
Springtrap!
until a new ad in the local newspaper caught his attention.
Yes!
Someone decided to open something called Fazbear's Fright, the horror attraction.
Oh!
Local amusement park is
I
getting
almost
ready to
forgot
scare
about
your
this
socks
location.
off
I
with a
almost
new
forgot about
attraction
it.
based on the unsolved mysteries of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They also went back to the old pizzerias and collected any
Oh
objects
my
they could
God.
find to put on display.
So they
at
had
the
nothing to
attraction.
do with
immediately
Michael.
applied for the job of the security guard with the sole
he
intention
works
of
there.
burning the place to the ground.
Yes!
When he got there, he saw the remnants of his past.
Oh my
the
God.
shells of all of the animatronics, missing every single one of their endoskeletons. He knew they could only find the shells of the animatronics
Because
he
he
and his
took
father
the
stole
endos
the endoskeletons
and melted
all
them
those years
together.
ago, leaving only the shells behind. On day 2 of working at the attraction, he got word that they
His
found
father!
a real animatronic.
We found one! We found one! A real one!
This real animatronic ended up being his father, still inside the spring Bonnie suit he died in decades ago. Even though his father was now in the building with him, he still decided to go through on his plan, all in an effort to end his father once and for all. Michael then rigged the wiring in the building to catch fire, burning the horror attraction to the ground with his father inside.
Yes! Michael, after the goat! Burn down FNAF 3. Oh, this looks so cool. This animation is fantastic. Oh my gosh. The whole thing. Yes! Burn down William Afton! But we know he survived.
Although the fire destroyed most of everything in the building, William, miraculously, was able to survive.
We know
William
Afton survived.
The outside world,
and
along
he
with the souls of the missing children, Elizabeth and Charlie inside the puppet. Since Michael wasn't able to end everything, someone else needed to step in. That someone was Henry Emily.
The goat!
Afton's old business partner and father of Charlie heard about the fire at Fazbear's Fright, along with the rumors of the various animatronic creatures now roaming the streets. Henry was determined to put an end to all of this.
Henry, this is animated so cool for a tape.
I understand the depth of the depravity of this creature, this monster that I
Henry's so goated
to create. As if what he had already done wasn't enough, he found a new way to desecrate,
that's so evil.
Humiliate,
that's so sad.
As if the suffering wasn't enough.
No!
The loss of innocence, the loss of everything to so many people. Small souls trapped in prisons of my making, now set to new purpose. And used in ways I never thought imaginable. He lured them all back to a familiar place, back with familiar kept them all together. Are they still aware? I hope not. It keeps me awake at night. I could make myself sleep, but not yet. Not until I undo what he has done and heal this wound. A wound first inflicted on me, but then one that I let bleed out to cause all of this. He set some kind of trap. I don't know what it was, but he led them there again. He overpowered them.
No!
And he robbed them of the only
this
thing
is
that
so
they had.
Emotional.
Again.
Henry's speech is genuinely like impactful. It is so good. It's so good.
Find rest now, not like this. I have to call them all back, all of them.
And
in one place.
One of the best FNAF games of all time, FNAF 6.
Animatronics in one place and locking them in the same room, he would be able to burn them all to the ground for good, effectively freeing their spirits in the process.
He knows how to do it.
A new restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. He knew that the spirits and William couldn't resist coming back to a new location, even if it was all just a trap. Charlie was different though. She was smarter than the rest, so Henry knew she wouldn't be as easily fooled. So he created an
had to make
Lefty, standing for lore, encapsulate, fuse,
I never knew it stood for
specifically
something.
to capture the puppet and bring it to the pizzeria.
So cool.
While trying to find someone that would help him carry out his plan, one person showed up
Michael
for the job. A person who was also determined to finally end all of this. Michael Afton. Day after day, the animatronics roaming the streets would show up in the alleyway next to the pizzeria. Baby, aka Elizabeth,
Scrap Baby,
of the missing children and the crying
Molten
child, now
Freddy,
appearing as Molten Freddy, Charlie and Lefty, and his father, William, all showed up in the back alley. Michael would then collect each animatronic and throw them into a facility under the pizzeria, designed to be a maze with no exits, where the animatronics would roam around without even knowing they're trapped. As far as Elizabeth and William were concerned, this was a good thing. All of this remnant now in one place was all that they wanted, until Henry stepped in.
You played right into our hands.
Circus Baby thought she was so smart! But Henry is the goat.
No. This was a gift for us. You gathered them all together in one place.
Say it, Henry! Say it, Henry!
Like he asked.
Say the line!
All of those little souls. In one place. Just for us. A gift. I will make you proud, Daddy. Watch. Listen. And be full.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth. If you still even remember that name, then I'm afraid
connection terminated!
You are not here to receive a gift.
Yes!
Nor have you been called here by the individual to assume although you have indeed been called.
That's who I'm talking about!
You have all been called here.
Get him, Henry!
Into a labyrinth of sounds and
Burn
smells,
them!
misdirection, and misfortune.
Yes!
A labyrinth with no exit. A maze with no prize.
Yes!
You don't even realize that
the
you are
best
trapped.
speech in all of Five Nights at Freddy's! Five Nights at Freddy's should have ended here! This is when Fnaf should have ended!
Yet somehow out of reach.
Yes!
But you will never find them.
They're all trapped. They're all trapped!
And to you, my brave volunteer,
no, Michael Afton.
Job listing not intended
Michael
for
Afton.
You. Although there was a way
oh my
out
gosh,
planned
this
for
is
you,
so sad.
I have a feeling that's not what you want.
Yes!
I have a feeling
Michael
that
sacrifices
you are right
himself!
where you want to be.
Because he's
I
goated!
am as well.
Yes!
I am nearby. This place will not be remembered.
Yes!
And the memory of everything
oh my God!
that started this
is animated so beautiful!
As the agony of every tragedy.
Oh my God, Henry's so goated!
To you monsters,
yes!
to the
Get him!
doors, be still.
Get him!
Give up your spirits. They don't belong to you.
Get him, Henry!
For most of you, I believe there is peace.
They deserve peace. They deserve their happiest day. They deserve it.
Although for one of
but
you,
for William,
the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole.
Yes!
So don't keep the devil waiting.
Burn him in hell!
My daughter,
yes!
You can hear me. I knew you would return
so sad.
as well.
Charlotte, Emily.
It's in your nature to protect the innocent.
Charlotte!
I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die.
Yes!
No
Get
one
him!
was there to lift you up.
Get him!
Arms, the way you lifted others.
Burn William Afton!
And then what?
Yes!
I should have known you wouldn't.
Oh my God!
Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then.
Oh my God! This is beautiful.
To rest for you and for those you have carried.
The Fnaf 3 ending. Oh my God!
This ends for all of us.
Get it! My favorite character. Guys, that's incredible. FNAF 6 should have been the ending of Five Nights at Freddy's. Let me know if you agree. That ending is perfect! FNAF should have ended with FNAF 6. Maybe Ultimate Custom Night is fine as well. But that's it!
Henry putting fire to the animatronics may have freed the spirits from the metal of the robots.
It did.
But some of them still needed help actually moving on into the afterlife.
Wait,
this help
seriously?
would come from Charlie.
The puppet.
She helped guide the spirits into the robots. Now she would help them.
The happiest day!
In the world of
she gave them the happiest
day! The way
day!
a spirit can move on is by them being put into a happy memory.
Yes!
The memory Charlie chose actually comes from the crying child.
Oh,
and the
this
day
is
he
beautiful.
got bit. Piece by piece, Charlie put that terrible, shattered memory back together. But this time, she would change it into a happy memory.
She makes
Instead
it better!
of the crying child getting bit on his birthday, Charlie changed it so that all of the missing kids and Charlie would celebrate him, giving him a giant birthday cake.
Yay!
By changing that terrible memory into a happy one and attaching all of the spirits to it,
this is incredible! The FNAF story is perfect! The FNAF story is actually so perfect. the graves! Oh my God. I'm like actually getting goosebumps. This is so emotional. Oh my God, that's their souls. That's them being set free! Yes! They all get to go to heaven! Oh, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, they went through so much.
Like I said, they were all able to move on.
Yes! All of them.
Except for one.
Golden Freddy! It's going back! Golden Freddy's going back! Oh my God! Golden Freddy's vengeful! Oh my God! This is incredible! Go, Golden Freddy! Get him! Take William to hell! Yes! Yes! Get him! Oh my God!
Cassidy, the most vengeful spirit of them all, wasn't done yet. He decided to attach his soul to Williams, making sure that Williams was able to move on. By attaching his spirit to Williams, he was able to trap Afton in an endless loop of
Ultimate Custom Night.
Every one of his terrible mistakes.
Yes!
The fear
he deserves it!
His underground bunker, and the pizzeria where Cassidy was killed.
Yes!
Afton experienced all of this while being attacked and killed
deserved!
over and over again.
Over and over a million gajillion times.
Every time
William
an
deserves
would
it.
attack him, Cassidy would be there, reminding him that the suffering will never end.
Through the
We've only just begun. I will never let you leave. I will never let you rest.
He tried to release you. He tried to release us, but I'm not gonna let that happen. I will hold you here. I will keep you here.
Oh my God!
How many
William Afton deserves it! I never knew there was lore in the voice line.
Didn't deserve the afterlife, but if you keep up with the franchise, you know that that's not the end of the story. Like I said at the beginning of the video, making a FNAF timeline is not easy. No matter what anyone says,
hard.
In broad strokes, you can explain the basic plot, but once you get down to the motivations and the why of everything, you have to start filling in the blanks yourself. Some people who've helped me fill in the blanks that I'd like to shout out are Rytoast for his theory about Cassidy being spring-locked in Golden Freddy. I think that makes a lot of sense and is really satisfying for the narrative. Also, I'd like to shout out MatPat for his theory about Midnight Motorist. After trying to figure that out for years, I think your explanation makes the most sense. It's important for me to say that no one, except for Scott Cawthon himself, knows the exact story he was trying to tell.
I hope one day Scott Cawthon tells us
other people's timelines as well, and come to your own conclusion on everything. And when the time is right, I'll be back to tackle the new games in this franchise. Until then,
I can't
make
wait
sure to
for a part 2.
And thanks for watching.
Oh my God! This was genuinely incredible. We're gonna let the credits play out so you guys know who made this entire video, because it is so deserved. This video was easily the best Five Nights at Freddy's theory video I've ever seen in my entire life. It was actually beautifully made, beautifully scripted. The music was incredible. The visuals were so powerful. I felt scared. I felt amazed. I felt sad. I almost cried. This, it might be a little absurd to say, but this is almost better than the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This video was that incredible, that powerful, that it's mind-blowing. I did not know about the Five Nights at Freddy's lore before this video, and now I do. I gotta say, I care about the lore now, and I really hope you guys do as well. That was the entire Five Nights at Freddy's timeline. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe. This is a brand new channel, but please go check out John Fnaf's video. It's genuinely moving. It is like, grab some popcorn, grab some snacks. Please subscribe. It would really help me out because this is a brand new channel, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.